Hey guys, I'm Andrew Flusci. I'm your Virginia traffic and misdemeanor defense attorney, and today we're going to continue on my series about radar and LiDAR calibrations, and we're going to talk about whether or not this is a valid copy. It seems kind of silly. I've got a piece of paper in my hand and we think, well, okay, there's your calibration, everything's good. But that's only the first part of the analysis. If you've been checking out this playlist, keep watching all the other videos because we've talked about whether or not this is the proper document to begin with, whether or not it's testing the right thing. We've talked about whether or not the date applies, whether or not it's within the right range of dates. And today we're going to talk about whether or not this document is actually admissible in court. Even if it says it's the right kind of document, even if it's within the 6 months that it needs to be, is it admissible in court? There's two categories of documents that they can use to prove the certification of a radar, LiDAR, or speedometer. And essentially the way it works is it needs to be, quote, a certificate. Okay, so a certificate or a true copy. So what the code means, and there's a case on this called untyped, which is kind of boring, but the key thing is it needs to be an original piece of paper where this person who did the testing, it's actually an original signature and whatnot. Or it needs to be a true copy. This case, obviously, in this one, you can see this is a copy because this is just my own Xerox, right? But sometimes officers will bring in an original. It'll have the original tester signature and whatnot and appear good. Well, then that's an admissible calibration because that is a certificate. It's the original certificate. A lot of cases, though, in fact, most cases in my experience, the officers bring in a copy. Usually the original will be kept at the office somewhere at headquarters, and each officer will have a copy in their little court book so they can have it with them. And then if they were to lose their copy, a new copy can be made. It makes sense. And the code allows for this, but the code requires that they have to have a true copy. So this is the final important thing that you really need to inspect if you're trying to look at a calibration sheet to see, is it a true copy? On this one, you can see it's a Xerox. And on the back, there's all sorts of information. And it's a lot to go into in one quick YouTube video, but essentially, this is the important information on the back that is certifying that this calibration of all these tuning forks is a true copy. So the key thing is, though, my copy is no longer a true copy because this is a Xerox. You need some original signatures on the document. The main original signature you would be looking for is someone claiming that I am the custodian of the original, I have custody of the original, and this paper is a true copy of that original. So basically, in a lot of cases, what you'll have is maybe one officer in the department is responsible for maintaining all the calibrations and the paperwork. So he'll get them all done every 6 months, he'll make copies, he'll certify on the back or with a stamp on those copies. He'll stamp them and say, I'm the custodian of the originals, I do have the original, and this is a true copy of the original. So it's basically someone saying, this is a legit copy. And it needs to be signed, and that signature needs to be original. So that's one of the most important ways to be examining certificates is to make sure that those certificates are a certificate, an original, or a true copy. You're going to have some original signature on that document. If it's just a complete Xerox, it's no good, and judges should not allow it into evidence. So that's the final piece in this case, in these series on calibrations. If you haven't watched all the videos, be sure to click on the playlist and watch the other 2 videos so you can understand how to fight your calibration. And I've got plenty of other videos you can continue watching as well.